Here today to talk about transfers, because that is recently what Rummenigge has talked about, and so got to talk about it because they're quite interesting in all honesty. So let's start with the obvious one, and the one that shouldn't take that long to talk about, and that is that Rummenigge states that we won't be looking at a Lewandowski replacement or a Lewandowski substitute. In addition to Lewandowski, won't be buying a striker, and that's simply because, according to him, Lewandowski plays 90 to 95% of all the games, and the other 5% Müller can play. So that's his reasoning. A lot of you guys obviously wanted a replacement to Lewandowski because, well, although he might play 90% of the games, he was, for example, out in the first leg against Real Madrid, and we saw how much we missed him in that game. So yeah, the argument, obviously, both sides are pretty fair because Lewandowski, he doesn't really miss games, and the question is, which striker are we going to get that can actually legitimately, play 2 or 3 games and be satisfied? So that's a big question. But what do you think about Rummenigge is saying? That obviously that Lewandowski, that we don't need that. We don't necessarily need a Lewandowski replacement or a substitute because we've got Müller for that position. He's more than adequate. Now you guys obviously know that I think. Actually, no, I don't think I've talked about the striking position as an additional striker, and I think my thoughts is pretty much that I pretty much agree with Rummenigge, although I think that the replacement should be probably like a youth player, so someone like Evina, who's doing really well right now. I don't know whether he should necessarily be, the same replacement, but he is certainly an option, and I think that's what we should have, at least an option, and I think that's what he kind of gives us. So Rummenigge, he also states, and that's probably more important, more fundamental for the rest of our season, is that Sanches will. That currently they're talking with Sanches, and he was saying that last week. He was saying that throughout like the middle of last week. So let's say Wednesday last week, that AC Milan made an approach. And that Rummenigge now, that right now, the talks have been going, but they've not been able to actually find an economic agreement. So basically, they haven't been able to find a fee. And who thinks that right now it doesn't look that way, that it's going to be done. So that they were talking about loan, but Rummenigge also said that if we feel that it's best for him that we sell him, then we'll also do that. So Renato Sanches at this point looks like a player that looks to be going on loan everywhere or anywhere, and the club seems to be trying to at least get him on loan or trying to get him trying to sell him. So it's going to be quite interesting to see which other club obviously goes for it, because AC Milan, as Rummenigge said, are basically not in the running anymore. Renato Sanches, I think he should go on loan. In all honesty, I think what he needs right now is game time, and he's not going to get that at Bayern, especially not with Tolisso there as well now. So him going on loan is probably the wisest move, but he needs to go on loan to a team where he can actually play. Not we don't want to have like a situation where he goes on loan to a team and then he doesn't even get a minute there, because then that's what's the point of having a loan in the first place. So yeah, for me, Renato Sanches, he needs to go to a team where he can get minutes. And we'll see where he goes. We'll see where he ends up. But it seems like the club really wants to loan him out for full season. So hopefully it works out for him. And hopefully it's to a team that actually lets him play. Now, last but not least, we're talking about Serge Gnabry, and he has officially passed his medical test at Hoffenheim, where he'll be on loan for a season. I mentioned before that obviously he wanted to go on loan, and that seems to be done now. So he is actually officially on loan at Hoffenheim now. I might as well talk about Alexis Sanches as well. Rummenigge and Ancelotti both came out. Rummenigge earlier this week and Ancelotti today came out. Let's start with Rummenigge's quotes first regarding Alexis Sanches. Rummenigge basically said that Alexis Sanches, he doesn't know where the rumors are coming from, and it doesn't matter what Alexis Sanches said, because he obviously recently came out and said that he wants to go on to win a Champions League. Okay. Carlo Ancelotti said that we tried Alexis Sanches, that didn't work, so then we got someone else, and that's basically what Ancelotti said, which was basically the first confirmation that we were actually in the running for Alexis Sanches. Okay. Whereas Rummenigge, he's been constantly denying it. Ole Hoeneß has been constantly denying it. And Ancelotti has been saying, we have been in for him, but it didn't work out, so we look for somebody else, and that's what we got. So that's that. That is that. That's all the transfer roundup, that's transfer rumors and talks that have been going on for the past week. I'll see you guys in the next one, ladies and gentlemen. Peace out, everyone, and have a nice day. Bye.